Hello friends, my name is Josna Sarode. I am pursuing Maths. I am BA from SAS Institute of Management and Studies. Today my topic is the assignment problem for the subject Operation Research. What do you mean by assignment problem? An assignment problem is a particular case of transportation problem where the objective is to assign a number of resources to an equal numbers of activities so as to minimize total cost or maximize total profit of allocation. The assignment problem represents a special case of linear programming problem used for allocating resources in an optimal way. It is a highly useful tool for operations and project manager for optimize cost. What is the assignment problem used for? Job 1, job 2, job 3, worker 1, worker 2, worker 3, and second table is a solution. Job 1, job 2, job 3, worker 1, worker 2, worker 3. In the table above shown the optimum combinations of worker assigned to the job while satisfying the constraint. Worker 1 must assign to job 2, worker 2 to job 1, and worker 3 to job 3 respectively. There is no other possible combination of assignment that will lead to a lower assignment cost. Example, minimization problem. How should the job be assigned to the worker so that the total cost is minimized? Worker W1, W2, W3, W4, and jobs J1, J2, J3, J4. 2, 15, 13, 4, 10, 4, 14, 15, 9, 14, 16, 13, 7, 8, 11, 9. Matrix is form of n into n, where n is the order of matrix and n is equal to 4. Hence it is a balance. Step 1. Find the raw reduction matrix. Find the lowest value from each row. Lowest value from each row. First row, J1 is the lowest value is a 2, J2 is the lowest value 4, J3 is the lowest value 11, J4 is the lowest value 4. Step 2. Subtract the value from each row. Find lowest value from each column. Worker 1, worker 2, worker 3, worker 4, J1, J2, J3, J4. Subtract the value. First value, subtract 0, 0, 5, 0. Step 3. Subtract the value from each column. Workers worker 1 0, worker 2 8, worker 3 2, worker 4 5, J2 11 0 5 4, J3 2 3 0 0, J4 0 11 4 5. Step 4. Draw minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines to cover all 0. If n is equal to n, then solution is optimal. If n is greater than n, go to next step. Worker 1, worker 2, B, J3. Step 5. Since number of lines, raw columns, find the smaller uncut value is equal to 2. Subtract from uncut value, add at the intersection point, no change in other value. Number of lines drawn to cover all 0 is equal to 4, and order of matrix is n into n is equal to 4. This is the format. Hence we make an assignment. Raw single 0, then mark. Raw more 0, then skip. Worker 1 0, next J4 0, worker 2, worker 3, worker 4. Number of lines, raw column. It is an optimal solution. Jobs, worker, and cost. Jobs J1, J2, J3, J4. worker 1, worker 2, worker 3, worker 4, cost 9, 4, 11, 4 is equal to total is a 28. Example, maximization problem. How should the job be assigned so that will result in the maximum profit? Mechanics jobs M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. Matrix is form of n into n, where n is the order of matrix and n is equal to 5, hence it is a balance. Step 1. Converting the profit matrix into loss matrix by subtracting all element from highest element 41. Find lowest value from each row. This is each row value for M1 1, M2 1, M3 0, M4 0, M5 1. Steps 3. Subtract that value from each row. Find lowest value from each column. Jobs M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. All is the element. Minimum value, lowest value is a J3, M1 0, M2 J1 0, J2 2, J3 0, J4 5, J5 0. Step 3. Subtract the value for each column. Find lowest value from each column. Draw minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines to cover all zeros. If n is equal to n, then solution is optimal. If n is greater than small n, go to next step. Jobs mechanics M1 row is M4, M5, J1. The next number of lines drawn to cover all 0, 5 is equal to 5, and order of matrix is n into n is equal to 5. Mechanics jobs M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Line is hence we make an assignment row single 0, then mark row more 0, then skip. Jobs mechanics M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. 0 first 0 box, next 0 cut. Number of lines is equal to row divided by columns. It is an optimal solution. Mechanics M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Jobs J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. Cost 38, 40, 37, 41, 35. Total 191. Thank you.